mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. We got it, we got it.
On first down, it's Haskins. That one complete. He finds Shark. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Kill.
13.
Check. Lucky.
1, Omaha.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Weber. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Niners' 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Monk's 56. Smooth. 56 to Monk, boys. 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go. Right here. Watch tight end.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. Running it know you sad about it, know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 180. 56. Check 56. Let's go. One, Omaha. Mike 56. Mike 56. You. 56. Mike 56. Right there.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Hilliard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. 12, fellas. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Parkey is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. Hey, wahoo! 56, Mike. 21. Here we go.
Big stop, let's go. Switch.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st down, Hilliard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
11. Hey, Charlie. Hatch. Hey, gun. 56 is the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coming to you. He's white. He's coming, double up.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Watch the screen. Pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 2. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
What we got? 21. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, P. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Garoppolo now. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Haskins to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is it?
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 56, Mike, 56. Too little, Cupcake. I got you.
On the run, this is Hilliard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
You can't block.
11.
Shit.
On second down, Hilliard nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, Alpha!
56. Check 56. I got one.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Haskins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Two. Check. 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 52, 49, check 49, check 49. '21.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I know he ain't got it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. 11, 11. 21, 21.
61, matchbox lights.
56. Max 56.
And we got to get to the pad.
Now Garoppolo. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. 13, 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Watch the flat, watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat, motion, flat, flat, flat. 12, fellas, here we go. 11, 11. 56. Mike.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weber. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. 180. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 14 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
Pick up the ball. 11. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. 65, 65.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Score, Niners 14, Eagles 9.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
I'm coming after you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I'm coming.
I got you.
Garoppolo. Caught here by Griffin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
5.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Yeah.
2.
56 to Mike.
2.
56 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Echo.
56. Mike's 56. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Weber. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Garoppolo closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Tight go. 11. White.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Not today, you are. Not today. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check three. Slam. Check 43. 6 guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see.
Wide open, complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Mike's 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One, Omaha.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, orbit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dontrell Hilliard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Gordon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Coleman now, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check Mike. Mike 52, Mike 52. They're not ready for this, man. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check safety. Switch.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch quick.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's what I do. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down. It's Gordon, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And that is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Haskins. He finds Beckham complete. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
58, Mike. Drop deep. Kill.
Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Buddy up. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They come out here in the I. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
23 yards on the play.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, alert! Check 13! Check 13! 21. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 11.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
11. 56. Mike 56. 13.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Twenty-one. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Garoppolo to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Griffin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. What do you need? Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the run. 65. Check. 53, Mike. Check, 53.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard with 4 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
The score, Eagles 29, 49ers 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2000.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.